Hi, this is Shannah, and this is the weekly update. Welcome. So, we have here three possibilities that will let us know what energies are influencing you this week. We have here pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So, please take your time to choose your pile, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So, if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So, you chose the red heart. We're putting it here to the side. So, what are the energies for you this week? Pile number 1. We're starting with the tarot cards, and then we'll be following with the oracle cards. So, first of all, we have then the 9 of Wands in reverse. We have the Strength card. And we have the Empress. Well, the first message that I get here for you, pile number 1, is stop trying so hard. In the sense of that it's time to control your demons instead of putting too much effort outward, instead of just fighting, instead of just exhausting your energies, exhausting your resources. Like usually we have here the 9 of Wands upright. This is really like exhausting everything you have. You're tired, you still have to defend yourself, you still have to go through another trial, another test, another ordeal, another challenge, and you're just tired. So the thing is, that's why I was saying first, stop trying so hard. And maybe it was a bit harsh, but it's like surrender, just give up. But there's something within you here with the card Strength, that you're a fighter, you're a warrior, you're someone who never gives up, which is beautiful as such, because this makes you someone who's resilient, someone who you can count on, you're reliable, and you're loyal, and you never give up. You know, you never give up a fight. You always try again and again and harder. But there are things here that are supposed to go smoother because you've been trying so hard. You know, I don't know exactly now in what area of your life. It could be in a creative area, could be money-wise, could be whatever it is. But what this does, it just makes you resistant to your own luck. You know, because for instance, some of you may have difficulties in receiving, may have difficulties in just accepting good luck or in just accepting blessings or just accepting help from others, because you're actually used to do everything on your own. But coming in reverse is like give up, surrender this attitude, surrender this behavior. And that's what the Strength is telling us as well. Surrender this, you know, and find a way to just receive, because success is meant for you. Success is right around the corner, but you also have to allow yourself to receive it, allow yourself to get it. And this is something that you're going to realize during the week, but you have to kind of force yourself into this behavior, because at first you still acting or reacting out of your patterns, out of your inner programming, which is completely normal because we do what we're used to. You know, we're creatures of habits. And so that's why, like, you're going to actually force yourself into creating new habits, into creating new behaviors that are more on the receiving side, on more in allowing the universe to do its work as well, because the universe knows that you are a warrior child, right? You are a warrior woman, you are a warrior man. They know your abilities, they know your talents, they know your resilience, they know your courage. But you also sometimes have to just be still and allow things to unfold, allow life to bloom, allow life to give you something back. And this is something that you're training, put it like that, not really forcing yourself. That sounds probably a bit aggressive, but you are training into allowing yourself to receive. So now the oracle cards, we have number 27, exchanging gifts. And then we have number 25, round and round. This is quite interesting because, again, this is the giving and taking, exchanging gifts. It's all have to do with, you have so many things to give to the world, but the world also has a lot. So I had to stop because the camera went crazy, but let's continue. So there's a lot of gifts that the universe wants to give to you too. So it's not just you that has to give the whole time. Now, for some of you, it's also time for you to work on your talents in order to share them with the world. But you seem to be caught up in a cycle, in a vicious cycle that goes round and round and round, like the card says. And this is like this is what you're letting go, this vicious cycle. This is what you're training yourself to do different now, because actually you're ripe now to share your talents with the world, to at least to prepare yourself to work on your talents in order to share it with the world. But you know, you're still too much in your head, you're still too much in your old habits, in your old ways of thinking, and it's not really your fault. It's something that we program ourselves with, sometimes without even noticing. Sometimes it's things we pick up from other people, from our parents, for the ones we grew up with, and this is what you're releasing now. You have now the opportunity. It's like you're going another round in this carousel, and it can be quite painful actually, and you're really tired. You don't want this anymore. You're tired of this cycle, and so you're deciding now to stop it. You're deciding now to jump off the carousel, you know, because you want to start something new. You want to do something that is really important for you, really close to your heart, you know, to make one dream come true, or all of your dreams come true. And it's something that you really, your energy to achieve that, you know. And if you're still in this carousel, you're wasting your energy, you know, with hurting yourself the whole time, like, yeah. So, and then we have here the last card is she who prepares. Speaking of preparing, Zenith, formulate, strategize, devising a plan. Yes, this is something funny. See, this is the warrior in you. I haven't seen this card in this context. This is really beautiful. So this is the warrior. This is you. You're the warrior. I don't know. I just want to call you warrior child. I don't know why. But of course, warrior man, warrior woman. And maybe for you, it's because you're a fighter and you've been fighting since you were little, since you were a child. For many of you, this will be true. And now it's time, you know, you're preparing another phase in your life. You're preparing a totally different lifestyle, a totally different you. But before we can, you know, just go ahead, you have to have a plan. You have to prepare. And this is what this card is telling you. This is what you're going to do this week, because you're going to get your way out of this cycle, out of this vicious circle. And you're starting a totally new cycle in your life. And this is quite exciting. Now, when it comes to love, what messages do I have for you? Pile number 1. What are the energies surrounding you this week when it comes to love? What are energies? Oh, there's the first one. We have into the unknown. So there are new paths presenting themselves. Maybe this is a new face. Ooh, we have a secret admirer. Pile number 1. Again, it's unknown. Maybe secret admirer is going to present him or herself to you. And quite exciting. Beyond the horizon. Yeah, with beyond the horizon, for me, this has to do with far away or beyond expectations or beyond normal. In the sense, you know, you can expect the unexpected here, and with into the unknown and secret admirer. So I think maybe someone from far away has been watching you. maybe from overseas, from another country, from another city, because it's beyond the horizon, right? And so this person has probably been watching you and been admiring you, and someone that you haven't known before, or you haven't realized that this person existed. And I think if this person is not going to come forward, I think you're going to notice this person or notice their intentions, or you're going to notice what's going to happen. And this could be the start of a new adventure of something quite exciting, depending on the person, on their intentions, but it seems to be quite positive. So let's see, when it comes to love, what's going to happen this week for pile number 1? When it comes to love, what is going to happen? Ooh, we have a reunion, second chance. Getting back together is now possible. Keep an open heart. So maybe this secret admirer is someone that you already know. You know, someone that you never thought possible, that this person still held feelings for you or still thinking of you. And then we have self-love. Self-love is the cornerstone of sharing true love. Cherish you. And I think, again, remember with the energy that we were having, it's you, you know, ending old cycles. Maybe this is also an opportunity of ending an old cycle. Doesn't mean that you have cut cords with this person, but probably you will start dealing with this person on a new footing. You're going to do things differently, and out of self-love, not out of need, not out of loneliness, of any old pattern that you may have had. Now you're starting a new cycle, and it's self-love from now on. And wings of love, there you go. Love is transforming you either by flying in or flying out. I think this is someone from abroad that lives in another country, or you have to fly in, maybe another city, depending on how big is the country. But it's someone from the past, again, someone you have a perfect memory of or with. And this person, it's letting him or herself be known. Oh, please let me know who it is. When you hear from them, let me know. Now for pile number 1, one last card of advice, please. For pile number 1, one last card of advice. Here we have it. Have patience. How beautiful. Love is patient and kind always. So have patience with yourself and have patience with the ones around you. Have patience with your projects, with your dreams, with your visions, with your routine, with your daily life, with those around you. Love is kind. Let us all be kind to one another. I know sometimes it's hard. I myself, I'm very impatient. But being kind brings a lot more joy, not only to others, but also to ourselves. Okay, so pile number 1, have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So let's put this small heart here to the side. There you go. And so let's see what are the energies surrounding you this week, pile number 2. First of all, we have Temperance in reverse. So we're starting with the tarot cards, then we're moving on to the oracle cards. Then we have the 8 of Swords. There you go. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Interesting, because pile number 2, what I see here is you saying it's enough. Just a second, sorry for that. It's you saying it's enough. You don't want it. There's something you're cutting out of your life. Because here, especially at the beginning of the week, this must be, for instance, now, for instance, or it's coming from last week, where you're just running out of patience. You're just tired of waiting for something to happen, tired of trying to get clarity in a situation, because there's a lot of confusion here. And there must be a situation or even a person, or who knows, maybe even a group of people, that I'm getting, for some of you, even an institution that is actually scaring you or not keeping you in the loop. So you left to your own devices and you are like trying to guess what's happening, trying to guess what are the intentions of the people. And this leaves you in a very vulnerable position, and it's like, leaves you fearing your own shadow. And this shouldn't be the aim of life in any or on any level, right? Because, and this is something where I say, well, I have enough of this situation, it's enough. Some of you may be also falling ill. I hope not. I hope not. But for some of you, the stress levels can be so high that it starts showing in your body. It could be a cold, or you kind of strain your back, or you have a sore throat, or you may like even hurt a leg. It doesn't have to be breaking a leg. It could be something softer, but it's just the body letting you know, like, I can't go on like this. There's something has got to give, something's got to change. And I think then you, especially at the end of the week, you're going to say, okay, this is enough. And you're putting everyone in their place. You are reclaiming your power. You're empowering yourself, and you're cutting off everything that you don't need. And you are getting rid of situations or of people in your life that really don't have the best interest or your best interest in mind. And this is the best time to stop it, and because we're also moving towards the winter solstice, and it's like the time, solstices are perfect to end a phase and start another one, right? And with the winter solstice, the days are going to get longer as well. So it's a new life coming in, even if it's the beginning of winter, but still, there's more light in the world coming in. And with the Queen of Swords, it's then more clarity coming in, because you're cutting all the BS out of your life. This is a decision. You're making a decision after a period of confusion. You're just sick of it, and you're saying, stop. You're making a decision, and you're making things work out again in your life the way you want them to. Because we have number 37, never-ending story. Again, you're starting the week with a never-ending story. It's almost a bit similar, like with pile number 1, going around in circles, repeating the same pattern, always attracting the same kind of people, always, having a broken heart or having a bruised heart the whole time. And this is something that you want to stop. This is something you want to change in your life. And you are doing it. But I also hear, because although you're very impatient, with this card in between worlds, it's like, hey, be also gentle and patient with yourself, because you are in a transition phase, right? Because it could be for some of you leaving a relationship, leaving a job, leaving a lifestyle behind, but you're still in this transition phase. Be kind with yourself. Yes, cut off everything that you don't need, shed that skin, but remember, this cutting off and shedding the skin is a process. It takes some time. So be kind of yourself. And if there are days where you're feeling low, or you're feeling with less energy, or more or sadder than usual, it's okay, because you're in this in transition. Some days are going to be sunnier, some days are going to be darker. And if you're right now in the northern hemisphere, it could be that your days are very dark because you're in the winter phase. And since I've been back, I've only seen the sun twice. So it's really dark where I live. So some days are good, some days are not that good, but it's all part of life. It's all part of the process. So be gentle with yourself. This is the reminder. Then we have here the last card. She who flies, Valaris, dare do reach. So I have here this feeling of soaring, in the sense of breaking free from what you don't need. Fly away, and fly onto your own path. These little flies. And I cannot kill them somehow. I don't like killing animals. So, but that's where I am. Okay, so this is part of your life, you know, flying away and breaking free from patterns. This is what I'm going to say. So that's why, so dare to cut off what you don't need, do what you have to do, and reach out for what really belongs to you, for what is truly yours. It takes a lot of courage, but this courage, you have it in you. It's just not very clear at the moment, but this week, clarity is something that you're going to gain, and decisions will be made with more ease and more clarity. So when it comes to love, what energies are surrounding you this week? Pile number 2. Let me just do this one more time. There you go. So for pile number 2, what energies are surrounding you this week? Pile number 2. We are family. We have ever unfolding. Oh, that's beautiful. And we have, there's always a way. I'll get you these 2 cards because they come out together. So, and we have at bottom of the deck a burning heart. So there's here like gathering courage, and there's always a way, and then ever folding. We are family. So for those who are in a relationship, and if you are going through a rough phase, which from the other cards could also be the case, you know, the cards would like you to know that yes, there's always a way, and this is a phase that belongs, or that is part of the relationship itself, because a relationship is always evolving, it's always changing. People change, people evolve, people grow, and sometimes there are these growing pains, you know, like when one of in the relationship changes, the other one is still not on that level, but you can help each other understand where you're coming from. And this is the card reminding you, you are family, you belong to one another. If you are single, maybe you're having, you know, like more to do with your family at this time. It's December, so it wouldn't be out of the normal. And if you're single and you're wondering, well, when will I get my family? When will I get a partner? Especially over the holiday season, is one can feel more lonely than usual. So, but it's all key. The cards are saying, hey, the situations are always evolving. Yes, you deserve to have a family of your own, or to be part of someone else's life, and someone else being part of your life. And you will, you know, there's someone waiting for you. There's someone for you, is what the cards are saying. And but sometimes you also have to get the courage to put yourself out there and to reach out as well. I'm not saying now to contact a person or to make the first move, but by reaching out, I mean, like, you know, going out, meeting people, go to a concert, visit that gallery, go to the theater, you know, join that club, whatever it is. So you meet people, you mingle, and then, you know, and also here with We Are Family, this could also be your group of friends, to really like reconnect with your friends and do more stuff and just evolve. If you are evolving, if you are doing what you love, if you are focusing on your passions and what is important for you, things, you'll start attracting the right people, you know. I think that's all I have to say about that. But let's continue. Let's see if we have more information. So what's going to happen love-wise, what's going to happen in the life of pile number 2 this week? So what's going to happen? Whoa, okay, we have the 2 cards. We have here a rendezvous, faith. Have faith and believe a meeting between you two will take place. So some of you will go on dates, or if you're not, you're going to meet a certain special someone just by chance, because there's fate. Look, fate is guiding and helping this connection. Luck is with you. right? And if you're in a relationship, you're going out with your special partner, with your other half. And if you're not, if you're single, you know, like I was telling you, go out, mingle, you know, have fun, because fate is guiding you. Isn't that fantastic? So one last advice for pile 2. One last advice for pile 2. So let's see. Oh, there you go. We have here, choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. Oh, this is beautiful, because I think this is also has to do with the message at the beginning. It's like, choose the higher ground, choose love, choose kindness. Even if people are silly towards you, you don't have to be silly towards them. Even if sometimes it would be so easy and revenge would feel so good. But at the end of the day, then you just be perpetuating a vicious cycle, right? Of the retribution and again retribution, and no one would win in the end. So choose love, pile number 2. And this was your message, and I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you, and I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So here we have, here with this beautiful tiger eye stone. Let's put it here, doesn't want to. Okay, you do you. Now, we're starting with the tarot cards, and then we're moving on to the oracle cards. And the question is then, what are the energies surrounding you this week? Pile number 3. First of all, well, we have then the 5 of Cups. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. And then we have the 7 of Wands. Not of Wands, sorry, of Pentacles as well. This is quite interesting, because you seem to be starting off your week with regrets, with disappointment, with the 5 of Cups there in reverse. But what the card is reminding you, it's like, hey, not everything is lost. Maybe something didn't go or is not going as planned, or you don't get the things you wanted, not right now. Because this is exactly the message of this spread is, you're not getting what you want right now, but you will get it, but not right now. So what the cards are telling you for you is this week, instead of crying over spilled milk, the cards are just telling you, hey, life is made out of mistakes and disappointments, and it can be fun. I know it sounds horrible when I say it, but actually, yes, it can be fun, because it's trial and error. And this is how life develops. This is how life expands, by trying things out, right? Until it gets that critical mass, until it gets the perfect plan. But first it tries it out. You just have to look around you. If you go to nature, it's all trial and error, and still everything is perfect just the way it is. Just like we are, just like our lives are, and everything that happens is. Sounds strange, but it's true. And so what cards are inviting you is actually here, just turn around. Yeah. Just turn around. I'm being reminded of that song of by Bonnie Tyler. Is it Bonnie Tyler? I have no idea. Called Turn Around. Yeah, so it's exactly here. Turn around. Because we have these 2 beautiful cups that are still full, and you can focus on that instead. Because this, either it wasn't for you and there's something better, or it will fix itself. But if you're just fixating and obsessing about it, it won't. So turn around and look at these 2 beautiful cups behind you, because there's a lot of good things coming for you this week. There's a lot of security, there's a lot of safety. For some of you, there will be also family meetings that can be quite positive. Even if things won't work out first as the way you were planning, as the way you wanted them to be, but if you're patient, things will be successful. Things will turn out the way you want. You just have to be patient, because what you want is something that has a strong foundation, something that is solid. You know, Probably these three here, they fell down because they didn't have a strong foundation. So they fell down. They were bound to fall down. But these two here are still standing. So they're strong. They have a good foundation. So let's focus on that, because all your dreams are coming true if you invest wisely, if you focus on the right things, and if you are patient enough. There are no shortcuts here for you, pile number 3. And this is something that you're realizing. So now this week you will be redirecting your attention, and you'll be coming up with a new strategy in order to get what you really want. When it comes to Oracle, we have here number 19, flexible. And this is what the cards are inviting you to be, flexible. And I'm being reminded of a Portuguese saying, because I'm Portuguese, so in many of my readings I'll have Portuguese sayings. And I really like this one because it says, if you don't have a dog, you can hunt with a cat. I don't know if it is possible, but I like the idea behind it. You know, if you don't have a dog, you go and hunt with a cat. So this is what life is asking you to do. Okay, so, or like I think in English you'd say, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade, which is also refreshing and very yummy. But it's the same idea. So work with what you have at the moment. Make the best of your resources. Make the best of your situation. Surrender to your moment. Instead of crying over spilled milk, work with what you have, because it will be another route. It will be another road, but you'll get the same success. So again, we have here then number 28, sorry, saying building blocks. So focus on creating your sound foundation. Focus on creating your empire, right? On buying a country, not an island. Island, it's for millionaires. So we're buying countries now. And focus on creating strong foundations for you, for your future, be it in love, be it in career, be it in making your dream come true, whatever it is. You know, don't focus on the setbacks. Keep on going. Keep on going. Then we have the last card, and it's called Audace, and it's she who resists. Fearless, justified resistance. So it's all about resilience. You're resisting the setbacks. You're adapting to what is. You're not giving up. You're fearless, right? You are fearless, and you're going after what you want. So I know setbacks can be painful, but you're stronger than that, and life is wonderful and has a lot to give you. So when it comes to love, pile number 3, what are the energies surrounding you this week when it comes to love? Let me do this one more time. Okay, so when it comes to love, what are the energies surrounding you? Pile number 3, we have decisions. So they can be that you have a lot of options. It can be that you have to make some decisions towards some relationships. So for pile number 3, okay, wait. Because there's a situation here where the ship has sailed, and we have, there is someone else. Now, this someone else can be in your life or in the life of someone close to you, like a love triangle. But I think it's in your life that there's someone else, because you have secret admirer here at the bottom of the deck. So there can be someone tempting you, seducing you, and maybe this someone's already in your life. So if you're in a relationship, well, yes, there are decisions to be made. And for some of you, you thought that, you know, love was something that you're not counting on anymore in your life, or something, you know, that you just gave up on because of previous disappointments and hurts. But there's someone approaching. There's someone else here. So take it as it resonates for you. Now, what's really going to happen this week when it comes to love? What is going to happen in the life of pile number 3? in their love life, what's going to happen? Ah, there you go. So we have devotion. This love anchors you together. Nothing can separate you. Ooh. And we have commitment. So there's a commitment coming your way. Some of you are getting engaged. Some of you are getting married. Others of you are getting a relationship, or you getting there's a decision that you have to make, saying yes or no to something. And then bottom of the deck, we have power. True power is liberating and transforming. Now, one last advice. One last advice for pile number 3. One last advice for pile number 3, please. We have, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Yeah. And you are stronger than you realize, and you are more resilient than you realize. You're braver than you realize. You're more courageous than you realize. And I think this is something that you're realizing this week, and this is something that's going to give you a boost of energy and going to empower you, and is going to allow you to make the right decisions as well. So pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.